We already know a lot about punctuating sentences, including how and when to use capital letters, full stops, question marks and exclamation marks. We also know how to use apostrophes to show possession and apostrophes to show omission. Let's now apply our skills to a slightly trickier sentence. Here we're missing a pair of inverted commas and a question mark, but there are also errors with the apostrophes that we need to fix. Let's start by reading it out loud. "Whose pen is this?" demanded James's teacher at the top of his voice. Okay, let's start by adding some inverted commas. We know that these work in pairs and that they're placed around words that are spoken. So we'll put one here at the start of the dialogue and then here at the end. Let's double check that everything inside the speech was said. "Whose pen is this?" Perfect. Okay, now let's add the question mark. Where should it go? Well, a question was being asked within the dialogue, so we need to put the question mark here, within the dialogue. We'll place it here before the closing inverted comma. Great. Now let's turn our attention to the apostrophes. There are 3 in this sentence, but none of them are correct. Let's look at one at a time. Whose pen is this? We only use an apostrophe with the word whose if we want to show omission. That's some letters missing. So are we showing omission here? Well, if we are, we should be able to read the sentence out loud, replacing the contraction whose with who is. Well, let's try. Whose pen is this? Well, does that work? Clearly no. So the apostrophe isn't needed. We can't just remove it though. We actually need to rewrite whose like this. Brilliant. Okay, now let's look at the next apostrophe. Demanded James's teacher. This apostrophe is being used to show possession, to show that the teacher belongs to James. But does it? Is the apostrophe in the correct place? Well, with apostrophes for possession, whatever comes before the apostrophe is the person or thing that owns the item. So with the apostrophe placed here, the teacher would belong to Jame. We're going to need to move the apostrophe right one place, so the teacher belongs to James. You'll need to decide whether to add an extra S to James, and you can watch lesson 299 to learn more about the 2 rules you may follow. Okay, the final apostrophe is absolutely not required. Although the voice belongs to him, we don't need an apostrophe in the possessive pronoun his. Take care when adding lots of punctuation to longer passages. It can be easy to miss one thing off. Be sure to read your final answer back to yourself, checking to make sure all the necessary punctuation has been included.